Anyway, welcome to the Tinfoil Sombrero, guys. It is allegedly October what?
I don't know.
18th? Is it the 18th? 19th? It's the
19.
19th, 2025. And tonight, very special guest David Weiss is joining us. First of all, how is everybody? DJ, there you are.
What is up, guys? How's it going? Oh,
Hi,
Dave.
David.
Hi.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hi, Dave.
You guys hear me okay? Sorry, I missed sound check.
Oh, yeah.
No,
you're
it's fine.
All right.
You do
Good
this
to be
every
here.
week,
Nice
dude.
to see you all. Dave, nice to see you again.
Thank you. Same here.
All right. We got
All right. Well, that was a heck of a show. I'll see everyone tomorrow.
Next week.
No,
Yes.
yeah, DJ's our part-time guy, so he only comes on like the awesome, like the really awesome guests and Dave.
Very nice. Very nice.
well, I missed the last one with Dave. That you guys look like you're having fun. But I missed you guys. It's good to be here. Finally, it wasn't having to work.
Is
Sweet.
your summer
real
schedule's
job.
finally behind you?
Yeah. So, you know,
Nice.
what is going on? All y'alls.
Well, we're going to talk about Dave and how he's now the center of every flat Earth conspiracy that's rolling around the internet right now.
It's all these shows out there that just can't stop talking about me, and every single thing they say is wrong. It's just fucking speculation and nonsense. They become like what Globers talk about the globe. It's what flat Earthers talk about me. It's amazing. It's just
fascinating.
They just make up shit. It's credible. Like the Dr. Shiva thing now. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
that one's fresh. That's a new fresh story. You hear
Yeah.
about this, guys? So now,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just caught it just earlier this afternoon that now there's something cooking. Dave's got something cooking with Shiva, and that's going to be the next psyop.
Well, yeah, well, go ahead and hit that first before I go into mine.
Yeah, well, I mean, just as much as I understood it, because I just had to turn it off because it's getting so ridiculous, you know.
I haven't even heard it. What is the psyop exactly?
Well, they're going, well. One of the channels is going through your interview with Dr. Shiva. I watched that. That was been like almost a year ago now, and what I remember about it was that he totally just did not want you to show any proofs, even though he kept asking for it.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole entire conversation, and like, well, you were like, I have some proof. And he would be like, yeah, I'd like to see some proof. And then he would continue on talking. And I was like, do you want to see some proof or not? And that was the whole interview was like that. It's like every time he asked for proof, you said, okay, I'm ready. You're ready to present.
Wait.
And just talk straight out of it. You know?
I couldn't wait.
Yeah. So like this now, it's being pooled up over in this other several other circles that now Dave's been cooking up the next psyop with Dr. Shiva.
It's amazing. I'm working with Dr. Shiva. I'm working with Will Duffy. I'm working with Darren. I haven't spoken to Darren or communicated with him in any way, shape, or form since months before TFA. I haven't spoken to Shiva other than a couple of texts since that interview. And I've never spoken to Duffy other than the time he came up, said he was a big fan and could take a picture at the debate in Tennessee. And that's the picture that like fucking Banjo is using. Like, look, they're working together. The guy comes up to me and goes, hey, big fan, can I take a picture? What am I going to say? No?
Right.
I met him that night, too, the same night.
Yes. So it's crazy. And so Shiva wants to get 10 flat earthers to fly to Cambridge or wherever the fuck he is. And I'm like, really? I go, why don't we just talk about it first, like on a Zoom call? No, he wants to get everyone to fly there. And so he comes up with 3 dates, right? And I text him and I say, hey, let's have a Zoom call. We had a meeting. We had a group, meeting of the minds, and it was, who was there? There was a bunch of people there, but one of them was, why am I spacing on Man of Stone? Man of Stone kind of led the meeting. And then a couple other people, and we put together ideas for the experiment that we would present to Shiva, and I even put one forward, but Stone's was better. So we all agreed that Stone's is better, and I sent it to Shiva, no response. And we sent it to his secretary, no response. And this other guy, Dave, another Dave, he's sending it. He's having communication with them a little bit, but then I think I just wrote it off. I'm like, this isn't going to fucking happen. And then after the 2 dates went by, we're approaching the 3rd date. I sent him another text like, hey, we're approaching the 3rd date. No response. He responds via text, and then he claims that I never reached out to him, that I never responded. We have all the receipts, and so this is what happened. And not to go into a long thing, but who gets involved? Who gets involved? McToon, right? McToon got into Shiva's ear. Now, there's two options that I see. Maybe there's more. One, Shiva is just one of the bad guys working with McToon from the beginning, or McToon, Shiva's just lost and like Flat Earth is stupid, and Toon's like, let me handle this for you. Let me take care of these guys for you because they're tricky, they're slimy. These Flat Earthers are going to try to trick you.
McToon's literally slimy, like in person.
He's disgusting. Yeah, he's disgusting. He's disgusting.
No, I'm kidding.
I still want to cut my hand off. I still want to cut my hand off.
He was glistening.
Yeah, him and Duffy at that church, but they hadn't met yet. But that's all another. Who the fuck cares? So the communications we started getting from then on was totally McToon, either writing them or responding for Shiva, and then they said, well, we're going to have 3 Flat Earthers, 1 from our camp and 2 from other Flat Earth camps, whatever the fuck that means, right? And I'm like, that's not what we talked about. And so Stone and his crew, they've been dealing with him, trying to make this thing happen. And as soon as McToon got involved, I don't deal with demons. That's my theory. That's my thing. When I heard from Duffy at the beginning, when they designed TFE for me, I was like, I don't deal with demons. I'm out. And I have had zero communication. So everything anyone ever says about me and Shiva is wrong because there is no me and Shiva. There is no communication other than 2 or 3 text messages since that interview. That's it. So people are fucking retarded.
Yeah. It's like you can't take the conspiracy theorist out of the conspiracy theorist, right?
I get how people can be paranoid. I bet but there's a fucking live show going on today where they're just saying, well, they're working together and this and that, and they're using people that owe them a debt. I mean, I listened for 2 fucking minutes. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I learned not to just fucking go ahead. You have every right to speculate all you want. Just fucking leave me out of it. But every fucking show has my picture. It's insane. It's just absolutely insane.
Do you think they're using your picture just for hits sometimes?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, and it's these people, they're real flat earthers. These guys are real flat earthers. They're not fucking wannabes. They're not agents, but they're just like, I think, I say this is a spiritual war. I think that people are spiritually being blinded and they're doing things because of spiritual influences. This isn't just a war of right and wrong. It's people that are like Banjo. He has fucking lost his way. Totally lost his fucking way.
You've done nothing but support that guy for years.
I still support him. I still promote his book and everything. Right? Eric Dubay never fucking liked me. Has 10 pages about how I'm a fucking Jewish shill because I went to a bar mitzvah with my nieces, bat mitzvah, whatever it's called. And it's fucking kids, dude.
Don't act like you don't know what it's called.
Dude, I know less about. I know just less about the mainstream Jewish religion than anybody else. Yeah. A bat mitzvah is a girl's bar mitzvah. That's all.
That's right.
What's different about it? I don't know, man. It's a girl and a guy. I don't know. So.
Well, what's the best way to kind of just combat this? I don't know.
Ignore them. I just ignore them. I just cut off. I blocked. Big. I don't even want to say the name, but a big content provider. Not that big, but somebody influential. Somebody that makes films and stuff. I literally just had to fucking block them on Facebook and everything. I just don't want anything to do with people that make up shit. You know what? Who was it? Was
Please say it's not Hibbler. Come on.
No. Hibbler's rock solid.
Thank God.
So Cody from TikTok, the guy with the tattoos that does great TikToks. Cody, the Seven Club on TikTok.
I think he's coming on in 2 weeks.
He heard some stuff about me. He's like, oh, that's a little fucked up, man. And it sounds plausible. Let me call Dave and talk to him. And he called me. We had a conversation. I explained things. And now he's like, thanks, man. I mean, that's the problem. People don't communicate. If flat earthers cooperated with each other like globers do, we'd be a lot better off.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's like you get a lot of hens in the hen house. Like it just like they become an echo chamber, and then wow, You know, a lot of stories can get created. You know, especially when you're analyzing things to the nth degree, you got to back off at some level and take a break, take a breather.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole thing started. I remember you guys coined it. Never go full RV. I mean, it's a real thing, and if you go down a rabbit hole and you just keep on coming, you'll start to create shit that isn't there. You know, and then you'll find things that will support this thing that you created that isn't there, and then you'll get other people that'll just follow that shit. And then they'll be like, "Oh, that makes sense," you know. But
people just make up shit. They don't know anything, and they just make it up because it's like with the Schmandy Schmuck thing. My sister lived in the town next door. Therefore, if she couldn't explain something that made sense with the official story, she would make up something because it has to be. And that's what these guys are. They believe about TFE that there's no way that they were in Antarctica. I believe that they were there. I don't know it, but I believe that they were for many, 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 many reasons. And because they believe that they weren't there, then they could say, well, everyone involved is a shill, including David Weiss. You know, they've been planning it for 10 years, whatever. You know, and because you have a solid belief that's incorrect, you now have to make up shit to support that belief.
Yeah, you've lost the foundation. Well, you created a false foundation,
and I'm the guy that's supporting TFE. No. Let me correct you. I'm the first guy to call out TFE at the beginning when everyone's like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "This is bullshit. Nobody should fucking go." Right? But now that was part, according to Banjo, that's part of the super plan. I was never supposed to go. Right?
The super plan.
The super plan is I was never supposed to go.
Did they have a super plan?
It's the super plan. I was never supposed to go. And Austin and Jaron
Let's talk about the super plan.
Yeah, were selected to go 10 years ago.
This is like a Jet 2 holiday.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
It's absolutely insane. Hey, Larry,
You can save 50 pounds.
Larry, you're a good buddy. But if tomorrow you came out and said, "Oh my God, I've got the fucking best flat Earth proof," and it's total garbage, provable garbage, right? And if I came out and said, "Hey, you're wrong, Larry. Let me show you why you're wrong." I'm not anti-flat Earth. I'm anti. Let's not look fucking stupid.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And people just can't handle that. People, when they think they're right about something that's so fucking wrong, they lose their fucking minds.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
that's
for
why
swearing.
I use.
Really?
I told you I'm going to fucking melt down talking about this shit.
That's why I use.
Dave.
I use Iron Realm Media to throw those ideas out there before I look dumb. And the one Glober in chat right now, Matthew Cox. But my whole thing that I wanted to bring up, because before TFE happened, first of all, I didn't know that we had met him at that church debate. Was that December 23, Dave?
Was that part of the super plan?
I don't even remember what it was.
But either way,
the
it was
super
way
plan to
before
get
that.
A picture
but
with you guys?
I said from the beginning that I don't think it has anything to do with flat versus globe or any kind of science or proof or sun. I felt like from the start, this was about divide and conquer. And man, I've been here since 2015. I've been a truther longer than that, but a flat earther since 2015. And I think I'll always remember 2025, as far as we're concerned, as the year of division. And I'm starting to piss people off because I won't take sides. Like, I think people get aggravated that I won't take sides, but there's people I would have never would have guessed. Dave, I called you about this, remember? About a certain person. There's people, the divide and conquer, I've never seen it this heavy before. I've seen like different opinions on cosmology, but I've never seen like, oh, you're with him, or Dave Weiss writes, checks for the tinfoil sombrero, or, like.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my royalty check.
Where's my check, Dave?
Actually, mine bounced. Mine bounced, Dave.
You know what? You'd be lucky if I gave you a bounce check.
Well,
people hate Mark Sargent because they're like, he's a shill and he's this. Let me tell you something. Mark Sargent, he promotes himself as he's the freshman recruiter. Right? Mm-hmm. Is he the best at explaining the higher concept of flat Earth? No, neither am I. But he does his thing. But here's the one thing about Mark Sargent: no matter what, he's never said a fucking bad word about anybody, no matter who. Like he never does that. He sets a fucking example. He's literally like the Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I'm in trouble now. Of flat Earth. He sets a good example. It's all about setting examples. So, you know.
Oh my gosh.
And he
Mark
makes
Sargent is the second coming
cool.
of Christ.
No, I did not say that. I did not say that.
Well, look,
I made an analogy, people. An analogy. Okay.
It's just
I'm going
super-
down for that, Dave.
Mark Sargent
It all
has
started
made
here at
a,
Tinfoil Sombrero, the rumor mill.
Mark Sargent has made a free commercial for every meetup I've ever done, and never and
he promotes my app in every fucking show. I've never given him a penny.
I promote the crap out of your app.
Oh, you're such a Jew.
My old boss is in,
I am kind of Jewish, you know. I'm definitely not a Jew, okay, but I am kind of Jewish sometimes. But actually, that's not true at all.
I think Strange World by now would be like the feature of the week, but never happened. But that's okay. Another story.
Okay, first of all, is it lineage or religion or both?
Lineage? What? Judaism? What are you talking about?
Listen,
here's the thing. I'm not even
religion?
sure. I'm not even sure both of my parents are Jewish because I was never ever interested in any of it. I didn't even get bar mitzvahed until I was 16 because my father got remarried to a slightly more Jewish woman, and she's like, "Oh my God, he's not bar mitzvahed," and he's like, "Will you please just get bar mitzvahed for me?" So she gets off my fucking ass, and I did it, and I didn't even know what I did. It had a big party. It was great. Right, but
that's my old boss right there in the corner, Matthew Cox. He's a Glober, but he's a cool Glober. He's a truther. I woke him up. He didn't even know 9/11. He believed that when he met me.
So what is it then? So if we're like when you get into this world, you know, some of us just fall into it accidentally, or sometimes it's like you can't help but like you figure out one thing, and you keep on digging, and you keep on digging. And it was that digging that really, unearthed a lot of really cool ass stuff. My mind's been blown over the last 10 years, like I'm a child again. But I think people get hooked on that juice, and they just keep trying to discover more stuff that isn't there, and that's what gets weird. That's what everything gets weird about all of this. It's like you guys, maybe this is where you back off a little bit. Maybe just take a break, take a breather.
You mean like that Justin Jackson guy, that kind of talk, or what do you mean?
Just in general, just more.
Here's
what I'm
the
talking
thing.
about, right?
They want to tire us out. They want us to take a break. They want us to stop. This message, why do we do all of this? Because this message we feel internally is super important. Larry and all you guys, how many government officials or controllers have contacted you and told you what to do?
None.
None at all? Didn't get a letter? Didn't get an email? No. As far as
I've got some invites to join the Illuminati.
Oh, you mean no, you're talking about just like
I'm talking about no. I'm talking about your flat Earth activism. How many people have told you, and not just other flat earthers making suggestions, but how many government officials, or controllers or Israelis or whatever have come after you to tell you what to do? The answer is fucking zero, right?
Right. Yeah.
Nobody has ever contacted me in any way, shape, or form and told me what to fucking do. But these guys are making up things that, I owe a debt and I'm doing this and I agree. All of this is me. All of it. You know it, Larry. Mm-hmm. You see me. Yeah. This is all just me. People are, Dave Weiss, he can't back out now. It's his business. It's his, what's he going to do? Listen, I walked away from a lot to do this because this is an important thing. And guess what? So what? I'm doing it. I have all the time in the world to do this. And actually I have no time because I'm doing this so fucking much, but I love it. It's awesome. And it's working. So everyone stop fighting with each other and just do your best to wake up people. I mean, these other shows that are going after me, who are they getting? Are they getting any new flat earthers? No, they're just dividing the ones that are left. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane.
I mean, they come after me too with like me throwing symbols, which I changed this to more of a hang loose thing.
Dude, the symbol thing is so fucking retarded.
After the gay thing, but even DJ can tell I'm not actually gay. I just really attracted to Jews.
That's not what your DMs say in my inbox.
Dude,
But that's
I thought I
beside
came
the
across
point.
your grinder profile, Rico. I mean,
2 a.m. in the morning.
Not
You know what?
good.
We'll talk about that later. Why is that
No,
not good?
look.
He's attractive.
I think that what I can I try to get a word in.
No.
Yeah, yes, please.
What I saw as an
Sorry.
outsider looking in was like, look, within Flat Earth, there's already just people who believe it's a simulation. There's the people that believe it's biblical cosmology. There's the people that don't know. There's the people that are skeptical of everything. And you guys hit it on the head. There's a group within Flat Earth that is constantly seeking, like what Lowry said, that adrenaline rush of like, ooh, new juice, new information. In the Bible, I'm going to go there. It does talk about people who are ever learning and never coming to an accurate understanding of the truth. Okay. So if you haven't quite connected with a creator, and maybe you got to figure out who it is for yourself, then yeah, you could fall into that trap because you're seeking, and then you're attacking and creating division. I agree with Dave. Like, Dave obviously has been working his butt off for Flat Earth. His app does amazing things. It's helped connect, blah, blah, blah. But the point is, like, they're not going to advance by continuing to try to tear down from within. It just makes Flat Earth look stupid and worse. But I can handle it in the sense of, obviously I'm not up on the chopping block right now. It could happen. I'm fully aware that my day will come or whatever. But at the same time, that's why there's no doctrine. There's no leader. There's no movement necessarily. There's no agreement. And that's kind of the beauty of what it actually is. Like, you don't come to Flat Earth unless you really are like, you know what? I figured it out for myself based on all the information that I came across. And now I don't believe in the heliocentric model anymore. And it's definitely just something other than what we've been told. But then once you're here, you still have to kind of find your way. And it sucks that, like, Dave, obviously you take it personal because you have put your heart into this. I mean, that's very clear. You put your time and energy and sweat and tears and all this, your resources into trying to make this work, which is helping a lot of people. And when you get too advanced, I mean, it's human nature. They just get maybe jealous. They get a little bit
I don't know.
Insecure,
I don't know what it is. I was on TikTok, and there's this new girl from some Scandinavian company. Her name's Natalie, and she's doing great stuff. Brand new to Flat Earth, but she's out there cranking out videos. I'm actually supposed to interview her today, but she got tied up with her kids or something, and I'm going to be interviewing her. But that's what inspires me. Other people that wake up. But she woke up because she saw some of my stuff and and other things, and so we like. Larry, this discussion here, I don't even like having this discussion, but it kind of needs to be had a little bit. But
Sure.
We should be out here, doing things to inspire and spread love and not fucking hate and division. But that's what these other channels are doing. I'm like, why are these creators wasting all of their time doing that? It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. But, what could I do?
What are you going to do?
Well,
You know
Yeah,
what?
I agree, but I wanted to bring it up because of how often I deal with it. I'll ask someone to come on the show and they'll be like, I will, but you can't play Dave's commercial, or yeah, but you just had, Austin Thomas on, or
Nathan Thompson.
Nathan Thompson on.
Right.
Like, and I'm just like, I think it starts to irritate people because I am not going to take sides, and I'm a loyal friend. And once I've made friends with someone, that's just where I'm at, and you're not going to move me. Like, unless that person does something to me, you're not going to move that.
So if we go, there's another thing because we didn't cover a lot. We touched on it in the last couple of weeks, but really just I stayed the hell out of it. I just kind of want to put this one to bed. This Charlie Kirk thing. You got thoughts on this? You want to just sum it up for us real fast? What you think? Because the whole thing seems like theater to me. But let's get it up since I want to say we've covered it in full at least one time and be like put it behind us because it's dumb.
Heritage Foundation.
StopLookThink.com. Scroll down, Charlie Kirk banner. Take some time, watch those videos there. I did an interview with Fetzer. I did an interview with Christopher Key, the vaccine police on the Stu Peters Network. I did a lot of videos. I did a video, Charlie Kirk in 6 minutes and Charlie Kirk in 3 minutes. Watch the 6-minute one. And watch Peggy Hall. She is a crusader of truth. And almost every show she talks about the flat, non-spinning Earth. And she's the real deal. And the bottom line, it's the same as Sandy and Boston. Totally bullshit.
Bullshit from top to bottom. That's
Top to bottom. Unbelievable. Faker than both of those things.
Yeah.
Faker than both of those. And if you don't know both of those are fake, you're listening to the wrong fucking show. Okay? You gotta just wake up. Stop lookthink.com. All the stuff is there. The next bar down, I think, says Sandy. The next one is Boston. And everything else is in there, too. Maybe you'll learn something.
I pushed those cards, too, when I worked at Nissan because you released the card with the masks on one side of it.
Those are fun, yes.
And that made it so easy because Nissan's like 5,000 people. So when I tell you how many apps I moved there, you got to consider I worked with 5,000 people. So, my less than 100's not a lot, but I worked at a whole lot and got a lot of people to look at it. But it was even easier to sell Stop, Look, Think because of the mask.
Right. When you wake up one person, you've changed their life in a good way, right? When you snap someone out of the matrix, literally you're pulling Neo out of the matrix, right? When you wake someone up to flat earth, just one. That's an amazing thing. That's what drives me, just waking up other hearts, taking them out of the fucking blind matrix and letting them see their true potential. That's what this is all about. That's why I do this. And I don't deal with demons, and there's demons out there. And they just want your energy. If you just express love to them, which I couldn't even conceive of a year or two ago, right? If you just express, they fucking hate it, all right? They hate it. They run for the friggin' hills. That's all you got to do. You just got to, expend just unconditional love for everybody, period. Now, there's people that are fucking assholes, excuse my language, but they're fucking assholes. And I can love them, but I'm not going to pay any attention to them.
Yeah, you don't need to give up any more energy than necessary, I suppose, right?
I wish demons didn't know how sensitive I was, but I know they know. Like, they just pick on me too much.
Well, the truth is the truth, right? You don't have to worry about it. It's going to defend itself. So at some point, that's just what you fall back onto. But it is annoying and it's upsetting. And obviously, my heart goes out to you because you just don't deserve it. But at the same time, we can't control what these people are going to do. But I think your message is clear. Like, unite, you guys, as much as possible. Try to give each other some slack. But I think people have this sense of grandeur of like, well, if I expose someone, I'm going to get the glory, and it's like going to be this big thing, and it like automatically shifts to them, and it's like, no, dude, that's not going to happen. You're not going to. There's nothing uplifting about tearing someone else down. It doesn't work because then you're just setting yourself up to be torn down by the next guy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it doesn't make any sense. It's really lame. And that was one of my things that I noticed before I was on Strange World. I'm like, dude, why is Mark getting so much hell? And so when I've got to know him, I was like, he's actually genuine. And I've met him many a time in person. Talked for years before off air.
Did you say people get glory in this? Oh my God.
Well, people think if they can bring down someone, they're going to get glory. Yeah. I'm saying within.
How he catching more crap than Dave? Dave at least has a little bit of an edge. Like, I can't imagine, even if I was a Globe guy, I can't imagine going after Mark. I mean, he's just such a nice dude. Like, I don't know if he gives as much time to everyone else as he gives to me.
He gives everybody time. It's ridiculous.
He's got an endless well, it seems like, from him. It's
You do too, though, Dave.
Well, here's something people haven't brought up yet, or at least they haven't brought it as a fact that, you know how they say that the Jays run the world? Well, I'm not making millions of dollars like everyone thinks I am, or even hundreds of thousands. I'm the only one making some money in Flat Earth, right? Pretty much. Is there anyone else? Right?
No.
And I'm Jewish.
Well, your checks.
Okay. And I'm Jewish. So how come anyone hasn't brought that up? Hey, he's a Jew. He's making money. He's, the leader. I'm not the leader, but I'm out there. I'm outspoken. I don't know, man. I was never even fucking good at finances or anything like that. It's just, how about just apply yourself to what you love instead of to what you hate? People are applying hate to everything. Yeah. And, just, Larry, your music is because you love it and you dig in and you envision it and you make it happen.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, that's how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. You've set yourself up to help the community. You've helped the people wake up, and I agree with you. And just everyone focus on what, that's been my role, is who can I help? That's what Tinfoil Sombrero has been about. I mean, that's how you actually get this information. But if people do hope that there's going to be some sort of aha and some sort of recognition, maybe some Globe Award ceremony for flat earthers who brought people to the truth, I personally have a different perspective of where I think this is going. And I don't know if it's going to be that kind of glorious in that way. it's, whoever created this place has a plan, and that's what I think. So you guys know that already.
Man, I just want to see
the
the 100 monkey effect before I die.
You're going to. You're going
You see it
to.
all the time.
You're going to see it. It's happening already.
I mean,
It
the
is.
100th monkey effect for flat Earth. Is
I
what
get it. It's happening. It's already happening.
Okay,
Yeah.
we were all brought up and literally conditioned in ways that were completely unknown to us. And so now we all get to unlearn all of that shit,
Yeah.
which is great. And doing it with love and being kind to yourself and others, even the ones that are mean to you, like imagine how mean they are to themselves.
Oh, it's
Seriously.
horrible. It's not.
It's
They don't.
terrible. Like, I would
Their
not wanna be in their
problem's not my
shoes.
problem. It's their problem. They have a
Right.
problem with me. They have a problem. I don't
Yes.
care. If you have a problem with me, it's your problem, not mine.
Stop
they start-
projecting
they
your
start to hold it.
problems onto me because I didn't do shit to you. I
Well,
do have a quick story about our bumper sticker, which says Flat Earther. And so I was on the ferry, and one of the other ferry passengers came up, and the windows were down, and we're like in the middle of the sound where it's just completely just glass. And he's like, "Hey." I was like, "Hi." He's like, "So what's the Flat Earther bumper sticker? I just had to ask you." I mean, like, he walked past the car like twice.
That's nice. I would offer him to sit down. Hey, you want to
But
sit down?
what
You want to grab a
no, I
coffee?
did this. I was like, well, I present to
I
you
know,
the
I
flat
love
Earth. like,
Yeah.
Look around.
And it's-
and he was like, And then we started talking about photography, and I was like, well, dude, you understand depth of field. Obviously, you're going to understand that they can't fucking see Chicago
So-
from over Lake Michigan, dude.
When somebody opens their mouth, within one or two words, in a second or two, you already know where the conversation's going. You know if they're open. You know if they're receptive. You know if they're going to listen. You can tell, and you have to literally just cut off the ones that aren't going to listen. Everything you got to give them no energy. But I go on Angels of Light's TikTok. You guys got to go on there. He's in Australia. He's on usually very early in the morning East Coast time to around 11 or 12 Eastern, and most days. And his style is this. Someone comes up and is like, well, how do eclipses work? If Earth is flat, how come? No. What's your best globe proof? That's all he asks. What's your best globe proof? And when they start asking questions about flat Earth, no, we're not talking about that. What's your best globe proof? And it's the best. It's the best method. It's the best method. Just go on and listen. You'll learn stuff. I've changed the way that I talk to people. From being, I was on that show today, but I'm usually jump on later in the morning. But it's great. Angels_of_light on TikTok.
Nice. I'll look it up.
Yeah. It's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can we talk about kite surfing?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because little does anybody know, it is not a rumor that Dave Weiss is actually a very good kite surfer.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
cool.
Big time.
I can
Yeah.
wakeboard real
Nice.
well, Dave.
You can
I'm into-
wakeboard?
Yeah, yep.
Nice. Well,
I surf, I wakeboard, I skateboard, I snowboard.
nice. That's all. They all go together.
There was like huge
Very much
swells
so.
in Kitty Hawk today. There was a whole bunch of surfers.
Like
that
some
were,
sort of
like,
tournament?
There was it was just 10-foot swells, and everybody just came out to go surfing today.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty neat. It's well, all around down here is just like it's one constant flat Earth proof. No matter where you go out here, it's just like I can see a water tower that's in Avon, and that's fucking 12 miles over the water.
Yeah.
And you just keep everywhere you look because it's there's very little obstruction from sight lines and up and down beaches and everything else, and I don't know, lighthouses and stuff. So like. It's probably going back to her conversation with that guy. It's like you really out here can't just if someone comes up and asks you about it, you can be like,
Can't really deny
just
it.
have a look around,
Ta-da.
Right.
and then basically, and plus if you get a really good cold day out here anytime, I mean the proofs are like every which way but loose.
It's in the pudding.
When you do distance locations like lighthouses and everything or boats over the horizon, they say refraction. It's, Chicago refraction. And, Skiba and Hummer proved that Chicago wasn't a refraction because they went across the lake with the camera and it never changed. But I agree. Refraction does warp, compress, stretch, mirage, light in the distance, light that's coming off of objects, right?
But always in their favor.
But no, but you know what? They always say it's in their favor and it's always magical. It stops right at eye level. It doesn't reflect it up into the air. But we'll give them all that. You can have all of that. What doesn't happen is Rico, if you and I were out in a big, on the salt flats, and somebody built a 10-foot, 20-foot high brick wall in between us, how far would we have to back up before we could see each other over the wall?
On a salt flat?
It would never. It would never happen. It would never happen because if you don't have line of sight to that light, it doesn't refract. It doesn't magically project itself. It could warp. It should warp sideways, but it only goes up. But only goes up perfectly and stops at your tangent to your Earth ball curve. But if you don't have line of sight to something, or if there's not a lens above your eye making it go down, then it'll never refract. No one will ever be able to do it.
I did this in a Home Depot, and it will work just as well, where I put 3 blocks down, not cinder blocks, like bricks down, and put my camera to the ground and backed up and watched them disappear from the bottom up. Like I did that back in
that's
like
just
2016, maybe.
Yes, you can lose sight of something, but nothing will refract up above a solid object. Earth curve is a solid object if there was Earth curve. If I'm ducked behind a hill, there's no weather front that's going to come in and expose me above that hill to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
You remember when National Geographic had to fake that one thing where they had the helicopter? Okay.
Yeah, they did a whole. When Jaron was still in his right mind, I think he did a whole bit on it.
Yeah.
But there's this whole thing where you if you talk about refraction, that's always everyone's first go to, right? Well, I mean, if you show them the black swan, which is the oil platforms, which is my favorite of all the long distance photography, because there's one thing in there that not a lot of people pay attention to. Is it just refracts up and over. It does okay for refraction, great. You look at the first oil platform, then the second one. Well, then behind that one, what most people forget to talk about it is that so the horizon also refracts up onto itself into infinity. It's like you have to at some point in time stop talking about refraction and look at what your eyes are telling you, because that's just simply impossible. You're talking about not only refracting solid objects up and over a curve, but also the horizon up over the curve. Well, when does it end? When does that madness end?
Never.
See, I agree. I think the biggest part too, Lowry, I fully agree with you. I think the biggest part about that photo that people ignore is the horizon isn't over at the
last platform, the second platform. It's easily visible beyond that, and there's just no way refraction explains that. It just doesn't, and it nails them every time. But refraction is it's a safe word for people that aren't ready to talk about cosmology. It's just an easy one to lean on and move along, and they'll get a little laugh, but it's frustrating. But there you go.
My theory is that
I think it is lipstick, dude. I'm not kidding. I see that too.
I
thought it was
we live in a
chapstick.
giant space mountain.
Hey, it's a little pale.
Shit.
I don't know. You need to
We'll talk about it at 2 a.m., okay?
get some color. Can we go back really quick? I want to elaborate more on the 100 monkey effect, and because I didn't get to really finish my thought of where does everyone see this is going, how do people wake up, and then what happens after. I would love to hear Dave's what do you think is going on, and how's it going to how's it all going to play out?
Is that your question?
Yeah, it's kind of my question. It doesn't have to be exact. Obviously, I don't expect to make a prophecy, but just in your opinion, how do you see things kind of working together?
I think that the evil ones, which there aren't as many as we actually think there are, they just influence people spiritually. Hate, as I said, they hate love, and they hate the creator. And Flat Earth brings people to the creator. So as more people wake up to Flat Earth, the crazier they're going to go. So they're going to try all sorts of shit to distract and dissuade us from looking into this further. Is it, can they pull off war and food shortages and all sorts of distractions? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they weren't able to invade the Middle East until we all banged the war drum after 9/11. So they need our permission to do things to us. That's what people don't realize. But if you live in fear and you give away your rights willingly, then they can do anything they want to you. I don't believe that they can touch us if we keep our minds together and keep our thoughts proper. So how is this going? I think the world is going to split into two worlds, not two different places, but two worlds. People that go into their 15-minute cities, and then the outliers that live freer. and it's going to be two distinct worlds. Kind of like go watch Logan's Run. It's going to be a lot like that.
Wow. Okay.
No, it is.
I
It
like
is
that.
trippy. I definitely
Man.
don't think that the opposition is going down without a fight. That's kind of my point. I think the truth will come out someday. How is it all going to play out? Obviously, I don't know for sure. But how? I mean, I use. Look, there's three lenses, right? There's the globe lens, which is telling us aliens are coming one day, or that's the hope. And then there's like the spiritual new age lens, which is like, no, maybe a dimensional shift, an ascension of consciousness. And then there's the scriptural, multiple different religions that have their opinion or their prophecy. And, you know, it's pretty interesting to me to kind of weigh everything against that biblical lens, like I always share. Just to keep an eye out. I don't think everyone needs to go out and believe it, but know what it says so that way you can see if things are happening accordingly, you know. And it definitely paints a picture that evil does not give up without a major fight. We're talking balls to the walls, scratching and clawing its way to oblivion. So just mentally being prepared for that is kind of what I encourage, of just going, know the truth, seek the truth, don't be anxious about anything, especially if the scriptures are real. It tells you don't be anxious. It just says keep following that truth, which leads right to the creator. So I just always try to impart that, because it's kind of freaky on top of it. I mean, talking about these controversial topics, not knowing, you know, who's listening, who's got what vendetta, how far up does it go, is there, you know, secret ops people listening in and they want to come for you. I mean, right now it seems peaceful, but it could get really weird, and who knows. But the truth is the truth, so we can't fear it.
DJ, did you grow a mustache and a goatee?
I mean, I think I always have this, right? Just a little bit.
No, there's something different. It's pointier or something.
Yeah, you've got like I was noticing that too.
Dude,
You look like you look like you want to be in.
Is my hair not right? Like, what are you guys saying?
No,
No, it's your facial hair. You look like you should be in System of a Down.
Do I feel like a
Yeah,
villain?
totally.
I don't know. Maybe
or
I need
like
to check and
Miami
come back.
Vice or something.
Wake up,
Yeah.
Hey, where'd you go?
grab a little DJ.
Okay,
It's
stay on the
midday. It's
screen. I
not
love
7
your
p.m.
face.
Strange World lighting. I didn't do everything I normally do. Sorry.
No. I'm complimenting you. I'm
just
like,
joking.
wait a second. Did he grow a goatee and a mustache? How come I did not notice that? It's hot.
So Dave, the bank
Thank you.
crashes.
You're looking
Is there
gorgeous
anything
yourself.
on that in that world right now? Banks closing their doors for no reason. I remember you mentioning something about that.
Well,
the
so
other day.
that is going on, and I think that many big banks will close their doors. A bank in Mexico, what's like the Citibank of Mexico, shut their doors, and they said, "Oh, don't worry, your money's guaranteed up to a certain amount." So people that had large amounts are in big trouble. But you have to open up another Mexican bank account. Now, there's two types of banks in Mexico that will two levels of restrictions. Some of them you have to have this thing called an RFC number, which is literally digital ID, eye scan, you know, everything. And a lot of banks didn't require that. Well, now, as of the day that this one bank closed nationwide, all the other banks now require it. So now anyone that had money in there that wants it back now has to submit to all the biometrics to get their money back. So there's no choice. They're not forcing you to do biometrics. They're just like, you have to have another bank account, and all those other bank accounts by chance require biometrics. And
Wow.
it was a genius move on their part to suck people into the system.
Yeah,
Is that coming to America? You know, I think we'll see bank closures in the near future.
Why do you think they want all our biometrics? Like, why?
Be-
It just
this way-
seems so
this way-
complicated.
No, because once everything is connected to the internet, I mean, everything will be connected to the internet. They can say, you know what, we don't like that post you made on Facebook or that thing you said about Charlie or whatever, and we're going to freeze your accounts while we look into this. And now you can't go anywhere. Now you're out of the system. You can't buy food. You can't buy gas. You can't pay your rent.
It's so Black Mirror.
and then it's so Black Mirror, and they'll know, like, hey, you know what? You have a good friend and they're shut out of the system. So you start buying them food. They're like, Dave, you seem to be buying more food than you could possibly eat. We saw that you ate here and here and here. And we saw you, every fucking streetlight cam and dash cam and everyone's phone that they're holding against their ear is also filming and monitoring everything. Everyone playing Pokemon Go. Everything is being monitored. So they can see you from every angle, everywhere, hear everything, and know every penny that you spend. So the digital currency in that aspect is absolutely insane. It's worse than 1984. worse, way worse.
I mean, why can't you just steal something and go to jail and then they'll feed you?
That is a good
People
plan.
take that route.
The logic. That's cool. I mean, well, I mean, we're looking at like basically we're in October. We had the thing in September, and I usually think that there's going to be probably one more, big event.
Do you want to tell them what we did last night with the drone?
We shot some more drone footage out here.
Nice.
Got a beach level shot, and then we put the drone up like 40 meters. And I still have to render the footage to get it to high res enough so I can zoom in on the footage to show the sun away as opposed to sun down.
But it kind of goes in the shape, even though it was pixelated, it goes in the shape of an eye.
Yeah, and then it disappears.
And
So
then
we think the footage is
So
going
it's
to be
almost
really
like
good.
we live in a giant eye, and it's blinking when the sun sets.
Are you talking about like when the sun just before it goes away, it turned into a giant eye?
Yeah.
It's when I do the sun fade outs, it looks like it's in a hand. Like I see like the hand of God cradling it.
It has that.
Like that
Yeah.
cup effect?
It has
Yeah.
that thing, but you can tell, but it's
Whoa,
it's
what?
equally distributed on both the top and bottom half of the light at some level. It's a little bit smashed on the bottom, but if I can get the resolution up enough and zoom in on in the
We'll
software
be able to zoom
enough.
into the pelicans because
Yeah.
there were a lot of pelicans
Yeah,
in
but,
the shots, and I love pelicans.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's what I want. That's the one footage I want. I've always wanted to have, Dave.
Pelicans?
No, well, the pelicans are nice, yes, but like the beach and right next to it, you can see in real time exactly the drone go up. So you have a beach cam and the drone. They're both at the same time. I'm sure some other people have done this, but I've been trying to get a really good one, and so where they're at the same time, you could tell it's happening at the same time. You can watch how the sun goes away at the beach to her perspective from her phone. And you get the drone up. I was just up 40 meters, and clearly the sun's still up for a lot longer, than what she can see it. And so that's where we're going to go with that. We're going to use the time that we have here out on the islands to get a lot better footage of some really cool stuff. So, but anyway, Dave, what's going on with you? What's next?
Kite surfing?
Kite surfing. I did buy a new kite
Ooh!
after I destroyed my kite last winter, and that's
What
my
color
favorite
is it?
thing to do. It's black.
That's
It's
cool. Have you
black.
done it on Maui at Ho'okipa
I
Beach?
did it on. I windsurfed there. I did not kite surf there.
Windsor. Yeah, I know that beach is crazy. It's so cool.
Dude, we were driving past the Sound like yesterday, and this guy caught so much air because literally the road where we live is Highway 12.
It's on the beach.
Earlier today,
Literally on the beach.
it was high tide when we came back and just got off the ferry, and literally the ocean is like splashing on. They're still working on the road from it being closed last week, which was crazy.
Well, these guys get
But-
like way up in the sky.
This guy, dude, he must have been at least like 50 feet in the air. And he was just hanging up there, and I was like, dude, did he get to that like spider? You know, the spider, they get to that like one little place in the atmosphere where they can like hang on. And
They just
that's
float?
They
And
float.
just float?
Yeah.
Think about this spider. It's called, what's it called? Looming, spider looming. Zach.
Yeah, spider
Yeah.
looming.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
their-
I got you.
their
I got
web-
you.
Right.
The web is negatively charged, and that part is positively charged, so they can shoot their web up to the positive charge,
And
and
fly.
then they can literally like
So-
Spider-Man. I was like, that
Remember
is the
Spider-Man?
coolest-
Remember
I want a
Spider-Man?
superpower. If you wanted a superpower, what would it be? Would
Wait.
you want to be a? Would you want to be a spider? Would you want to be invisible? Like
Invisible.
What was your superpower?
Invisible.
Everybody
Invisible.
all around. Everybody, I want to know.
I want to fly.
But
Invisible.
Spider-Man, the problem I have with Spider-Man when
I
he's
would
going
sing
down
like
those
Lowry.
city blocks, he was shooting webs. And I'm like, what's he shooting the webs into? Just into the sky. That
Oh,
doesn't
he had a
work.
magnet on that.
No, he was looming. He was spider
looming.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the-
Superman has cool powers. I'd have to go with that one. Plus the outfit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the outfit's kind of hot, right?
Got to
So you
fill
got
it
any
out.
big?
So otherwise,
Nice.
You got any big interviews coming up, Dave?
Wait a minute. What super? You want to fly? Wait,
I have,
you know-
I have a couple coming up, and we'll see them when they come out. I just did. Paige was going through some stuff, and we found this old magazine, and this is the Captain Klebnikov Antarctica ship that I was on when I did the transatlantic windsurfing race.
Yeah.
You,
And,
you told us about that.
Yeah. So I just found this today. I haven't seen it in years. But there I am.
Nice.
There I am, right there.
this is before Flat Earth.
That's way before flat Earth.
Whoa.
Windsurfing across the Atlantic.
Windsurfing across the Atlantic. It was
Hey, Dave.
Crazy.
it was
Cool.
wild.
Pretty ballsy.
Yeah. There I
Hey,
am.
What was
Dave.
that like? Did you see
Well, you
sharks?
can't
Did you
see
see
it.
orcas? Did you see
Oh, I
pelicans?
saw
What did
sharks for sure.
You saw sharks?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, did you see dolphins?
A lot of dolphins, but a lot of
A lot of
hammerhead
dolphins?
sharks. A lot of hammerhead sharks.
Whoa,
Fuck that.
Dave,
Yeah.
you're so
Hammerhead
tough.
sharks, do they bite?
What's that?
I hope not, because I was jumping in the water when they were there. It was not
No, I think
not
hammerhead
fun.
sharks are nice. They're
Yeah.
nice. Hammerhead sharks are nice.
Yeah. You try jumping in the water.
Hey, Dave, since you
Yeah.
have so many interviews and so much visibility, I would like to do a quick little elevator pitch to you. You know, I'm a drummer, and you know I like to do covers and whatnot, and like parodies of truther songs. Had this idea to put together a little kind of like a truther band, kind of cover band. And instead of a booking agent, I would just book meetups and tour the meetups and put out enough merch to survive and maybe have like a tip bucket. But I'm looking to put together a truther parody cover band and tour meetups. And I've already messaged Mark Sargent about it, and he would do the commercials for it. And that way we could do like little short runs, little week-long runs, you know. But I think it would do well. I mean, we can hit up meetups that are already planned, but we could also book the meetups themselves as we go and do short runs and see how it goes. So it's just an idea that I'm playing
You'll be
with.
playing live at these meetups?
Yes.
So that's like just a local area for you. You can't like go to California.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Well, as it grows, yeah. I've already pitched it to Lowry. He, you know, like I think he would be willing to do it if we were in the area, but I was wanting to start like 5-day weekends, like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday kind of
5-day
thing. And
weekends?
5-day week. That's almost the whole week, dude.
well, that's how you start in bands. You'll like take a Friday off, then you got the 2-day weekend, then you got Monday and Tuesday.
Rico, can you call the
What
band
is this?
5-day
I love
weekend?
this.
5-day
Yeah.
weekend.
5-day
is the name of
weekend.
it.
I need a
Yeah.
5-day weekend.
That's
for
a
sure.
good band name. That's a good band name.
5-day weekend. It's
5-day
fucking
weekend.
perfect. I
You know
love
what?
it. Like, mark your fucking calendars. Put me on the list. I'm there.
You know what, Nico? Pack it, print it, ship it. You do the graphics. 5-day weekend.
I'll design your merch.
We are
I will be
coming
your
to
groupie.
town.
I'll be your merch
Yeah.
girl.
Either way, it's an idea I had. I just wanted to throw it at you. If someone else
Makes
bounced
people
it,
happy.
if it would be just like whenever I do like something with the Founded Earth Brothers. Only at the end of the night, you got a band that's going to do a little 45-minute set.
Yeah, but you have
like
to. I mean,
like the tour concept of it. So you could get a hold of different people, or people could, you could say, we're going to be in this area, so we can come and visit you, and like block it out. I like the tour concept of it. It's kind of a cool idea.
I mean, there's a bunch of conferences coming up. You should try to play at them. I mean, that's a lot of people.
Well, the reason why I said an elevator pitch is because it's not even a fully formed idea. It's just something I've been thinking about, like I could do to get out there. I'm not trying to come home with a lot of money in the pocket. Is my wife near? I'm trying to come home with money in the pocket. But no, I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it to get out there and meet more people. And Lowry can probably attest to this, but when you've been a touring musician and you're home too long, you get cabin fever, and I've got it bad. Oh, how was it?
It's hard to take you
I
seriously.
thought you were talking about your wife. Well, wife had cabin fever because you're home too long.
Yeah. Between that and the lip gloss and checking to see if your wife's home, I'm a little sus right now.
So
Wait, are you
trying to
looking at
read
your lipstick again?
Well, it does look.
You better
like
wipe it off
lipstick.
before your wife gets home. That's all I know.
it looks like your lips swelling up. Is there something else in there you shouldn't have put on there?
It's the lighting, I hope.
He's got that bee pollen that plumps your lips going.
Oh my
this
gosh,
snake
hold
venom.
on. Bee pollen. Dave, if you find it in Mexico, I don't know where you're going back, but I need bee pollen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
they call that lip
Guys, I
venom.
think I look great.
Okay.
I know we got you for an hour, Dave. Is there anything else you wanna talk about before we're gonna cut the break? We'll probably take not too much longer.
You're leaving
tonight,
us already,
but,
Uncle Dave? What the hell?
Can
I mean, I
just say hi to
I
Paige?
could stay for
Hi,
20
Paige.
minutes. She is downstairs, so
Hi, Paige.
Well, let's
Hey,
take a break. Let's
I
take a
wanna
break.
say
I
hi
need
to
I need a quick break.
Hey,
and,
Dave, I want you to see my Zombitol commercial anyway.
I'll stay for 10 minutes on the other side of the break.
I'll see you guys in a
Okay.
sec.
What if
I'm
the
going to
break
play
is 10
Zombitol
minutes?
now.
We'll see.
Just going to. Ba-bum-bum.
Are emotions getting in the way of everyday life? Do you find yourself inconvenienced by moments of empathy toward your fellow man? Do you occasionally suffer from showing feelings of an almost human nature? This will not do. Time to ask your doctor about Zombatol. Zombatol is the most effective human emotion deadening medicine on the market, guaranteed to intercept any and all attempts at real human connection instantly. After 2 weeks of taking Zombatol, patients reported feeling more dead inside than even the most devout nihilist. In fact, 9 out of 10 politicians say they can't make it through the day without a strong dose of Zombatol. Maybe you find yourself feeling some days sad and other days happy. Perhaps you get nervous when meeting new people. You might even be inclined to put down your smartphone when hanging out with loved ones. Zombatol can put a stop to all that pointless emotion.
Soon to be ex-wife.
In this fast-paced world, who has time to deal with what's actually depressing you? No need to waste precious moments expressing happiness at your children's baseball game. You've got work to do, and your boss isn't paying you to feel things. If you find yourself admiring Dr. Spock, Dexter, or Agent Smith, tell your doctor that Zombatol is right for you. Zombatol is there when you yearn for the cosmic void in your heart and soul. From the makers of Repressitol, helping people feel since 1992.
Please consult your doctor before taking Zombatol. Even though medical professionals have zero idea how this stuff actually works, patients only wish they could experience normal side effects such as nausea, vomiting, headaches, heartburn, and diarrhea. Instead, patients have reported fungal infection, runny nose, lazy nose, weekend boredom, increase in semen, decrease in semen, gas with oily discharge, painful rectal itch, 2 poops to 7 poops, red poops to purple poops, an urgent need to have them, an inability to control them, inexplicable urges to have sex with homosexuals, trouble swallowing post-blowjob, death by cop, and strong longing for the zombie apocalypse.
Nothing.
The Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac.
The Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app. Frequently asked questions. More resources.
Books divided into your favorite categories.
Books divided into your favorite categories.
Shopping for that perfect flat earth item.
Shopping for that perfect flat earth item. Homeschool section. Featured content creators. Biblical cosmology. Old world research.
Video search feature. Games.
Video search feature.
The Meetup Maker.
Games.
Find your local tribe.
The Meetup Maker will help you find your local tribe.
Matchmaker to help you find that special someone.
Matchmaker to help you find that special someone.
Say hello.
Search your selected radius and say hello.
Image search for those key images at your fingertips.
Image search for those key images at your fingertips.
Enjoy our chat section.
Enjoy our chat section.
Selected new background in our settings.
Selected new background in our settings area.
Time lapse. Zodiac.
Time lapse. Zodiac.
The Friend Finder.
And time zones. The Friend Finder helps you see where all the cool people are hanging.
Earn points and own crypto.
Use your referral code.
Great. Hey, Lowry, are you back yet? Caw.
Hey, I'm here.
It's okay. Daddy's got you.
Are we back? Are we back?
One more real quick. I dropped it because Lowry's got a better music player, but this is just a commercial, so it's all good.
For those of you just listening, there's a link. Put it, I usually have a link to a lot of these, but you can grab my new record or songs by themselves for the entire catalog. And suggested rate is $50 for everything. If you can choose however you want to pay it, you can pay less, you can pay more, whatever you think.
I wish you could put a hot link in the banner. You know what I mean? The banner that's already.
I think you can on YouTube. But I'll get the link up here shortly. I always forget the people that are just out there listening don't know what's going on. Is this a song? Is this a song? Like the thing keeps repeating. No, all the information's on the screen. So if you're just listening, that's what you're actually listening to. You're also, there's a video that's attached to that. But anyway, yeah, you can grab that new record or my past 4 studio records and 2 live records at the site and pay what you want. There's a box there. You can put in whatever number you want. But I recommend when you do the box thing, just get the whole thing and just pay what you can, and you get 60 published songs.
I recommend $666.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I will tell the label to deny that.
It's not the first Apple, is it? But dang.
Yeah,
Tee hee, we're satanic. Tee hee.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Okay, while we still have Dave, though, I really want to kind of go back to one thing. Why is the 24-hour sun such a problem for some people, do you think? And do you think it is that big of a deal for Flat Earth or not?
Personally, I don't think it is, because it just tells us how well we understand the sky. Because if you want to say that I'm hearing an echo.
Yeah,
you got a pretty serious echo.
If you wanna say that the light that we call the sun circling in the sky proves the shape of the Earth, you have to take all of the other garbage that comes with it that breaks natural law. Gas, helium, and hydrogen in a vacuum collapsing on itself, holding on to Pluto, ignoring our moon. The 3-body problem out the window with all the bodies that we have. Everything works perfectly. None of that makes any sense or is even scientifically possible. So I kind of think that there might be a certain time of year at a certain latitude, there could be a circling light in the sky that might look somewhat like the sun, but I think it could be enhanced. That's my theory. I don't have any proof.
A what?
But I do have a lot of evidence that they fake the sun and the sky. They fake the sun and the sky.
I mean, that's a hard one for a lot of people to swallow. Though, right?
That's a problem. People can't realize that. But the Lockheed whistleblower guy said, no, the guy from Lockheed Grumman, he said, we have technology that if you can imagine it, we've already done it. And the stuff coming out of Antarctica is unbelievable. But you got to remember, Duffy said to Jaron, if it's even hazy, we'll consider that a win for Flat Earth. Well, it had been cloudy for 3 months leading to this. And the day they got there, it was 9/11 blue, right? That tells you something's going on. Something fake is going on.
Why don't they just show the ticket stubs?
Well, they could fake ticket stubs. I mean, why would that prove anything?
True.
They'll show you ticket stubs and you'll be like, they faked them. Or they got ticket stubs.
Getting back to the 24-hour sun, though, I mean, how big of a problem is it really? I mean, let's just say it's real. Let's just say.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The DJ, the Earth that we're on, the plane of the Earth, the inertia, the inertial field, whatever it's called. That's where we experience physicality. Everything above us is spiritual.
Yeah.
We may never be able to explain it.
Well, right? And that's great. I love that part. Not that I don't love finding out how everything works, but I almost think it's designed for us not to fully understand, because still no one can tell us how the sun is working anyway. What is it? How does it work? Well, how does it move? How is it so stable?
I can tell you.
Nobody can tell us actually what it is. Anyway. What? What did you say? Big balls?
He's like, I could.
I can tell you.
can
I can actually tell you, but I'm saving
I'm more
that.
ping pong sized.
It's a 2-part explanation. I'm doing part 1 at Conspiracy Con this coming weekend in Texas, and then part 2 it'll be at the International Truth Expo.com in Arizona. So make sure you guys come to both of those.
How was
Did
Anarchapulco
they
this
call it
year?
Con-Con?
It's not this year. It's next year.
No,
If I
how was
doing branding for
Anarchapulco this year?
Conspiracy Con,
Last
I
year.
would totally
This year.
hashtag
Last February.
Con-Con.
It was great. And
Has
next
it
year it's
been
going to
that
be
long?
it's going to be amazing. They're going to Jeff's breaking out some really good stuff. It's going to be amazing. And then it's in Puerto Vallarta, much easier to get to.
Oh, cool.
Wait, where were you? Whenever I called you a couple months ago,
You're doing that
where were
drummer
you?
thing with the mic. Back it off. Go ahead. Come on, Rico. Where were you when you called me? When? What?
We talked about 2 months ago, and you were like, "I'll come on the show, but I'm going out of town." Where were you going then?
Spain.
Yeah, that was for
I went to
Alex
Conspiracy
Michael's
Music
thing.
Cruise. Yeah.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
the
You
sky
guys
is
gotta
unknowable,
call me
man.
on that drummer thing. I keep.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't eat the mic. The sky's unknowable. It's like, where would be the mystery in this world if we knew what it was? It wouldn't be a very mysterious place. But the ground we can certainly look at and make some inferences and show you data that you can do yourself. You know, it's just like
And DJ, the movements of the sun have been tracked for centuries, traveling in between the two tropics, in and out. I mean, seasons 100% disprove the tilted, wobbling globe. There was a day last February, I was in Mexico, and it was 90 plus degrees. And in Connecticut, it was 10 degrees, negative 10 Fahrenheit, negative 10. So it's a 100-degree swing. And if you look at a globe, it's only just a little bit of a curve difference, a tiny little bit. But on a flat Earth map, the sun was twice as far from Connecticut as it was from Mexico. Game over.
Yeah.
Game over.
Have you
I'm
seen
kind of with
chemtrails
DJ.
since the government has been shut down, Dave?
more blue skies. Have you seen this?
Have you seen 9/11 blue skies in the last?
No, I haven't.
I haven't noticed, but I've heard
They're
that.
chemtrailing the fuck out of this place right now.
Yeah. Okay. They have out here.
They haven't out here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with DJ. I don't want to know everything. It's kind of like I don't want the quest to be over.
I love truth. I want to know everything, but I just think some things might be unknowable. And again, you know me, I'm going to kind of fact check it against the scriptures just as a reference point. I look at that as like the playbook of how to be, what humanity is and where it's going and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, it's always right there for me. And it says straight up, you're never going to know everything under the sun. So
I know.
I'm kind of like, okay, cool.
I think it maybe was a guest on Sam Tripoli, and you were like, well, after Flat Earth, man, are we going to get any like big booms anymore?
There are bigger things, but they're all happen on Flat Earth. So Flat Earth is the foundation for seeing the incredibleness of this world.
And I think more and more truth is going to be coming out for those who are still seeking it and being fed it. You're going to get your more and more mind blown to prepare you for everyone else coming and getting more angry at you for having that truth.
So everyone, to talk about the climate trails for a second. The people are saying, all these states and Florida and a bunch of other states are passing legislation that there's no climate trailing. I'm saying that so YouTube doesn't get you.
Sure.
Over their state, and everyone's like, this is a victory. Guess what? The state only has jurisdiction up to like 2,000 feet or something, or 2,000, or maybe it's 20,000. All the spraying gets done higher. Whatever it is, all the spraying is done above that. So yeah, they've restricted it where it's never been done before. So
well, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, it is some bullshit.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
So, and if anyone hasn't seen climatetrails.com, the movie yet, go get it.
That's Hibbler's new movie, right?
Hibbler's movie. I think it's $4 or $5. Just rent it and watch it. And you know what? I watch it. I'm like, this is going to be cool. I know everything. No, there's new stuff in there that I didn't know. And I've been screaming about climate trails since the 90s.
Yeah, the trailer, I'll be honest with you. I haven't watched it yet, but the trailer for it looks amazing. He just did an interview.
Climatetrails.com.
On Tinfoil Hat.
Yep.
Those guys keep ripping me off. By the way, Sam Tripoli's going to get a ironic tramp stamp like mine. I'm not kidding.
Oh, really? I think it's cool. Like, obviously, Hibbler does great work, and you've got to work with him, Dave. I mean, the Level series was big for my kind of waking up and just putting aside some of the way that they're like editing choices as far as the rapping and blah blah blah. But I see good work there. Does Hibbler have any plans to do more Flat Earth stuff that you know of?
Absolutely, he's going to actually be at TrutherCon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to meet him, he'll be there, and probably be on a panel discussion. So we got 2 great conferences coming up. And I got, what, those 2 conferences, they're not fighting each other. They're like, great, more conferences. Let's stick another one in the middle of those 2. Bring it. Yeah. Everybody needs to just get their shit together.
Yeah. So much fight. I think that was part of the deal. I think, like, if you get you get a bunch of people that are moving in a certain direction to fight with each other, and it just really it gets tiresome, and that's the expectation for that is they expect everyone to get tired of everybody fighting over stupid things. We're through the TFE thing. There's still reverberations coming off of that thing. I guess the movie I can't wait for it. If they actually put out a movie, I can't wait to watch it because it will get ripped apart sideways and upside down. But I do want them to release it.
Are they still doing a movie?
I don't know. They might be thinking twice about it because there's so many outliers that they can't control. And like also at least the community at large is really good, even to the point of being retarded about ripping things apart. Sometimes the community just goes too far, and that's what we were talking about earlier. But like they put out
Vapegate.
What's that?
Dude.
I said Vapegate.
Vapegate. I mean, there's just like, but if they put out anything at all, it will take about 24 hours for it to get just destroyed. And if they're trying to make money on it, that's just dumb because then Jaren's going to have to face the hard questions about his other activities aside from space and fake space and whatever. So like they've just got so many.
Are you talking about his balls?
Oh,
I still
close.
quote Jaren.
What?
Man.
Stop it. Don't talk about this in front of DJ.
That's the only time I've ever felt duped by Dave. He was like, oh, I got these giant balls. And then he does this reveal. And he's like, well, the reason they look smaller is a perspective. And I was like, all right, I've heard this before. I was like, here we go.
In your text earlier, there was a soccer ball and a basketball. And I was like trying to find some ping pongs to send for mine. It would have been funny.
Episode, though, Dave, thanks for coming on Strange Lab. Had a good time. That was a good week.
All right.
Yeah, but
where's Paige?
I
love Paige.
To the sombreros out there, if you have any questions for Dave, we're about to lose them. Any questions for Dave before we go?
He's about to go into the witness protection program. Everyone,
WITSEC. It's WITSEC. Not that I would know, but I know because I'm an ex-stepdad.
Yeah,
no one.
Do you have?
I know because of no one.
Do you have? I kind of want to show it. I'm trying to think if we should show it or not. Are you have immediate access to your the 6 minutes, the Charlie Kirk thing in 6 minutes?
I do.
Can we show it?
Yeah.
Let's look at it.
I want to
look at it.
Let's go out with Dave Weiss like Charlie Kirk.
Oh, you made a mistake. Let's not leave it alone for 5 minutes. No one gets to talk. You made a mistake.
I can do it.
Does that mean he has to go into hiding for like the rest of his life? Is that what this means?
Uh-oh.
It does. You should be able to present.
I'm muting myself.
Where's the share? That's the little plus sign. Little share screen.
I guess you don't use StreamYard.
Video file.
And I can just add it to the stage.
Dave, you're doing a really good job.
So this is for those of you that said we didn't cover the Charlie Kirk thing.
This will cover it, and there's so much more since I made this. But you can follow me on X, Flat Earth Dave X, and go through my last 100 posts, and then you'll see.
Yeah.
Our new segment's about to cover more and more. By the way,
it'll take days.
It's called Zoom scrolling.
Yeah,
that's it. And we're going to cover the quickest videos and the hilarious videos from Nico.
All right.
I got some.
Crank it up. Make a big screen. Everybody mute up.
Get this straight. Charlie Kirk had no disclosed coroner's report. No church funeral, no burial site or grave has been disclosed. Erica posts videos of her slobbering over her dead husband's plastic-looking hand at the wake, but no photos form the
That looks
burial.
like the hand that.
Head of school security standing on the elevated garage, calmly watching right after the shooting, and takes no action. No official death certificate. What was the doctor's name who worked on Charlie at the hospital? Where is the autopsy report? No ballistics report other than a fantastical story about a magical bullet that would make JFK's bullet jealous. Not a single credible eyewitness on the record. Video footage of chairs morphing through tables. Impossible video anomalies like the bullet wound, not moving when Charlie's body moves, proving he was not actually shot or used a squib device to fake it. It proves a real-time rotoscoping AI overlay was used. Is it not odd that there was no bullet exit wound from a .30-06 bullet that would leave a hole the size of a watermelon on a buffalo? How do you explain YouTube continually showing the most gory footage when they never allow things far less gory? Think trauma-based mind control. And an award-winning widow already taking over Charlie's show. Why was the entire crime scene destroyed within hours, erasing vital evidence? Why were there no paramedics on the scene? When Charlie was carried out, people were filming in strange places and not following the action. Kind of like they are staged there to get a specific shot and then move on. How come the men carrying Charlie did not have any blood on them? Why was Charlie Kirk's body removed and flown out on Air Force 2? Why did Donald Trump pardon a Navy SEAL killer whose shadow looms over this case? Was the stadium mysteriously booked by Turning Point 4 months before his death? Do you think it was just a coincidence that the memorial with 80,000 hearts excreting loosh energy was right at the time of the solar eclipse? Do you find it odd that Erica Kirk was wiping her non-existent tears with perfect makeup applied at her beloved husband's circus memorial? How was a massive, high-tech stadium memorial produced in only 11 days? Why do multiple women publicly appear as Erica Kirk, raising questions of identity? Where are their birth certificates for their children? School records, no names revealed, no faces ever shown. If you are claiming that you are private people, why take photos and videos of the backs of your kids' head to show publicly? Where is a video of Charlie playing with his kids at a birthday party or picnic or any other family setting? Why do Freemasonic and satanic symbols surround this tragedy with chilling precision? Cash P. Tell specifically pointing out it took 33 hours to capture the killer. Do you find it odd that 2 weeks prior to this event, South Park did an episode of Charlie Kirk getting attacked? Do you find it disturbing that Charlie Kirk, who denounced drinking alcohol in his Christianity preachings, was one of the early heavy investors in a company called Happy Dad, which makes a hard seltzer where he made millions? Is it weird that there is no video of the alleged shooter Tyler Robinson taking the shot? The footage released starts when he is halfway across the roof in an impossible time frame, with when the alleged shot was fired, and her shadow disappears for no reason. This reminds me of the Selenilian lunar eclipse. It's impossible. Why do all the family photos of Tyler Robinson look like they are photoshopped, and Tyler is always on the outside? Isn't it interesting Kash Patel fired many of the heads of the FBI in that area days before the shooting? Tucker Carlson, who was allegedly a good friend, could not stop laughing at Charlie's WWE Stadium memorial service. Do you find it interesting that Charlie sold his house 8 months ago for $6.5 million? Is it curious that Erica started a non-profit child rescue working alongside the United States military in Romania? And during that time, Romania had a massive uptick in child trafficking. She worked alongside Colonel Busher, who was charged with child sex trafficking and prostitution. If the father of your 2 young children was just brutally murdered for the world to see days ago, do you leave them home with the nanny while you go on podcasts grinning from ear to ear? Is it not curious that a 17-year-old first-time Donald Trump beauty pageant contestant won, and now Trump appointed a top attorney general woman who has no experience, who was also in his beauty pageant? This is only a fraction of the clues and evidence on this psyop. For those of you brave enough to look at the evidence while removing the preconceived emotions, the conclusion is undeniable.
All right, quiet on the set. Roll sound.
Stay away, Green Man. Green can. Wide curb can 8. Go for flush. Fade up music.
Bravo!
Nice edit. That was a good edit.
No shit. That was great.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Oh my god! And look at that!
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. You know what? But anyway, there was a lot of people that was like, well, you haven't talked about Charlie Kirk. I'm like, well, I mean, it was so gnarly. That whole first 2 days was so gnarly. But you and I, Dave, we talked that day. When it happened, I was like,
You know, the day it happened, I was like,
looks pretty real. As far
oh
as I
God,
can
please
tell.
let this be real. That sounds horrible, but I just didn't want to have to deal with it being fake.
Right, because of it being fake, there was even more just garbage with it.
Yeah.
And plus, it was like everybody was emotional, and everybody's like, you know, like if you said even it was the same as all these things, right? But I remember I called you or I texted you, and I was like, it looks real at first glance. Let's give it like a couple hours.
Yeah,
and then the
and-
next day we're like, dude, this is theater all the way up and down, right?
Yeah, I wanted it.
Trauma
I just didn't want to have to deal with it, and it's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Well, at Sombrero, we try our best to at least do a week, like put a week between us and an event to, like, you know, to sift through all the.
Sure, that's not like a 5-day weekend.
5-day weekend.
I love how
Hold on.
there's stuff that I shouldn't be able to live down. There is a lot of stuff I shouldn't be able to
Rico,
live
get
down.
closer to your mic and talk louder. All right, guys, I gotta go. See ya.
All right, Dave. Thanks for coming on.
Bye,
Cheers,
Uncle
man.
Dave.
Have a good 5-day weekend.
Oh, say hello to
Good luck
Paige.
to you.
All right,
I love you,
bye-bye.
Dave.
David Weiss here. I've been taking Masterpiece for probably over a year, maybe even 2 years. And the detox I feel from it is amazing. I have never felt better in my life. I know that sounds like a lot, but I sleep better. I have amazing dreams when I take it at night. I take it twice a day most of the time, but sometimes I only take it once a day because I forget. But it's definitely an amazing product, and now with the new research they've done where it is literally getting rid of the nanotech in your body, I can't imagine not having any. So there you go. That's my testimony, and I love the stuff, and I'm never going to stop taking it.